Good afternoon and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Cara Kurtz and I'm the Business Development Coordinator at ASTA, and I will also be your organizer for today's presentation. We are happy to welcome today's presenter, Mr. Daniel Rudner, Director of Recruitment and Administration with Expedia CruiseShipCenters, OVC. Before we get started, I'd like to point out a few important features on your screen that will allow you to interact with us via the web today. We will be answering your questions at the end of this presentation. To answer a question, you'll be using your GoToWebinar pane. Near the bottom of this pane, there's an area that says questions. If you click the arrow next to where it says questions, it will open up a window pane. This is what you will use to communicate with us today. If you're having trouble hearing the presentation, please make sure that your speakers are turned all the way up. If this does not rectify the problem, please try hanging up and then dialing back in again. You can send me any technical issues via this questions pane, and I will try to answer them via the same pane. Please note that all audience members are muted. We certainly want to hear from you all, but with so many people on today's call, background noise would be prohibitive, and we want to ensure that everyone can hear the entire presentation. Finally, please note that this webinar is being recorded and will be available for your on-demand viewing pleasure, not only on our NACTA YouTube channel, but also on asta.org by the end of the week. Now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to again welcome Daniel. Daniel, take it away.
Thank you, Cara. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for coming and attending the webinar today about what Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC can do for you. I hope that you will learn a lot about us and about our franchise and what we can offer as a host agency. We are very lucky to be affiliated with Expedia CruiseShipCenters and the Expedia brand in general, which I'll go more over. First slide I'd like to talk about is our promise. This is something that Expedia CruiseShipCenters has gone by since I've been here, so it's been around for a long time. And it's our promise, and it's advice that you can trust, the best choices and prices, Expedia Extras, more than cruises, and always there. And this is our 5 main parts to what we want our consultants to abide by. The advice you can trust means that you provide them customer service and you're going to go above and beyond for your clients. The best choice in prices, of course, is having Expedia prices. As I mentioned, being a part of Expedia Inc. And Expedia CruiseShipCenters, we're able to get leverages with pricing. Expedia Extras is the exclusive staterooms. We call it ES groups or Expedia exclusive staterooms. And this is where they block group stays up to 2 years in advance to incur the lowest pricing for group stays, as well as an amenity with that group. Also, we sell more than cruises. Just because CruiseShipCenters is in our name doesn't mean that we just sell cruises. We do land, air, all-inclusive, etc. And always there means always there for your clients, going above and beyond to ensure that they are going to keep on coming back to you. Today's agenda is about Expedia Inc. and about Expedia CruiseShipCenters and the background of it. And it's also going to be about Navigators, air, and hotel. And then there's going to be what we can do for you and why Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. So about Expedia Inc. and about Expedia CruiseShipCenters. About Expedia Inc., I think you would know the brand itself. It's the #1 brand in travel throughout the world. They do over $60 billion in buying power for flights, hotels, vacation packages, and more. And just look at some of the other brands that are affiliated under the Expedia Inc. There's 14 companies that are in Expedia Inc. So some of them are Classic Vacations, which you may use already for luxury land travel. Of course, Expedia.com, Hotels.com, Hotwire, Orbitz, Trivago. A new one that you may or may not have known of, but HomeAway, which is similar to Airbnb, is under the Expedia Inc. brand, Travelocity, and then of course Expedia CruiseShipCenters. To give you a little background on Expedia CruiseShipCenters, but going to further, Expedia bought into CruiseShipCenters about 10 years ago, and they wanted to be in the cruise business, and they wanted to attach their name somehow. So that's how Expedia CruiseShipCenters got their name. Another advantage of the brand name is not only the amount of money, but they offer more than cruises. As you know, Expedia has been growing as a brand. You can book vacation packages, flights, car rental, hotel, travel insurance, etc. On their website. Well, you're able to do that with us as well. You can do all that, and we're able to get Expedia pricing for it. And I'll be talking about that further as we go along. But with the Expedia brand also, more importantly, is that the trust and credibility that comes with part of being a part of the largest travel company in the world. And I can't tell you enough how much I hear on calls daily about the brand being so powerful to someone that is either with us or that is just inquiring or just hearing when I go out and to different shows and everything. It is really a very powerful brand, and the first thing that I think of when I'm going to do travel is I always go to Expedia in general. So that is something that is just instilled, I guess, in all of us. About Expedia CruiseShipCenters itself, CruiseShipCenters was actually founded in 1987. Currently, to date, I believe there's about 260 franchises and over 5,500 consultants. That was numbers that was given to me, I believe it was as of yesterday. But that is still ongoing. They're growing throughout the United States. They're very well known in Canada, but you'll see more and more Expedia CruiseShipCenters franchises throughout the United States, more in different parts of the country. I believe now there are close to 100 franchises in the United States. So, I mean, this company is growing and growing. Expedia CruiseShipCenters itself did about $1 billion in sales last year. So I would think that would be a lot higher than a lot of the other host agencies out there. You know, being a part of the Expedia CruiseShipCenters brand, you know, as I said before, with Expedia being the one brand travel, but there's a lot to offer, you know, with it as well. There is a corporate team that is headquartered in Vancouver, Canada, that has about 120 in the office, and they do all that listed below: the training support, they do the marketing, they do supplier relations, information technology with our CRM, they do finance and business development, and the travel agency is more of choice than more than 1 million travelers. It's just it's a brand name that keeps growing and growing and growing. Our vision with our franchise and our vision of our franchise is to be the leading franchise partner to home-based contractors. Even though it says within 100,000 to 1 million plus, we have consultants that have never been in the industry before and that have grown their business over a period of time. So we, you know, we are able to help out anyone, whether they're experienced or not. The company's vision is to be the largest cruise retail network in North America. But you know, as times have evolved, we're seeing a lot more land, rail, with Rocky Mountaineer or Amtrak. And so, you know, that vision is probably going to change over the course of time. The values, the integrity, the respect, the dedication, teamwork, and fun, that's something that we want to have in the office and for our consultants that sell value, because when they have that, then they tend to be better. You know, you don't want to be in a dysfunctional place. And the culture is we are stronger together and to learn to achieve mutual success. As you learn and evolve as a person and as an agent and getting to spread your knowledge out, people and clients will become more aware of you and want to be able to, you know, book with you because you're going to have an answer for a lot of stuff. And even if you don't have an answer, you can always reach out to someone and be able to assist you. As Expedia has grown, this is something that happens. As I mentioned above, that there was over 1 million travelers, but Expedia CruiseShipCenters in general has had an average of 20% annual sales growth since 1987. So we are growing each year. Our franchise is growing each year in general as well. So there's a lot going on for someone that may be interested in possibly joining us or have interest of us or whatever it may be in hearing about Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC. This is something that is available for our Expedia CruiseShipCenters consultants only. It's called Expedia Plus Rewards. This is something exclusively. What happens is any consultant or that sells a cruise to a client, for every $1 they spend, they get 2 points on their Expedia Plus Rewards. And as you may know, Expedia Plus Rewards can be redeemed for hotel, flight, etc. Well, imagine if you book a $5,000 cruise, you get 10,000. Your customer gets 10,000 points. How it works is it's done via email in our system. So as long as your client is set up in our system, which we call CruiseDesk, our CRM, which we'll show you in a little bit, and they have the email address that has to be the same as Expedia Plus rewards, they'll automatically be signed up and earn the points. The points are validated about 60 days after sailing, and the reason why is because we need to know that they actually sailed, and then headquarters will work with Expedia Inc., ensuring that they get the points. And if they don't get the points and they were supposed to get it, that's fine. We figure out a way how to get it with Expedia Inc., and they take care of it. But this is a phenomenal extra that a lot of our the Expedia Cruise Ship Centers consultants take advantage of. It's a great opportunity for them to earn extra points while spending. Navigators Air and Hotel. These two products are recently new to Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. They were actually developed by a third party, and only Expedia Cruise Ship Centers has access to this. And the reason why it's called Navigators is a part of the selling program that it's called the Navigator Selling to Approach. Well, they did it for air, so it's called Navigators Air. And this is something where you can access Expedia pricing. How it works is there's a merge back feature. What I mean by this is once you book in Navigators Air, it's a system within our system. Once you book it, you don't have to create a booking out of it. You can just click a button and it will automatically create the booking for you in our system. So I think that's a phenomenal, it makes it easier, and if you can do stuff at a click of a button without having to manually type, it's an added incentive. Also, you can charge service fees. This is something where you are able to mark it up and make money on it, as you can't usually on air in general, as you know, in the industry. Also, you get exclusive Expedia rates for air and or net fares. So what I mean by a net fare, it can be a net fare, and if you attach it with a cruise or a hotel or a car rental or something, you can book a Navigator Air net rate and mark it up to close to a published rate and make money on it. So I think that's a phenomenal tool. A lot of our consultants and other consultants of other franchises really take advantage of being able to sell the complete vacation. And so this tool, Navigators Air in general, you're able to do that. But these are some of the main features. And as I just mentioned, you can mark up a net fare to a published fare almost and make that entire money on it. You just have to have an attachment to it. You can't do it by itself, otherwise the booking will cancel. Navigators Hotel. Navigators Hotel was made just after Navigators Air. And Navigators Hotel is all the pricing and all the hotels you see at Expedia.com or Expedia Tap, as you may know of, you're going to find in Navigators Hotel. It has the same merge back feature to the CTO. We call it a customer travel order. That's what our bookings are called. So anytime you make a cruise booking or whatever it is, you have to create a CTO for it for 3 reasons. First reason is so you know you booked it. Second reason is we know you booked it. And third reason is for our accounting team to ensure that you're paid commission in a timely manner after the guest travels. But with this one tool, you can make the booking and create a CTO with it without having to type in it all manually. It does it for you. As I mentioned, it's discounted hotel rates negotiated through Expedia. You get the Expedia pricing. As I mentioned about our promise, you get the Expedia, the best price and choices. This is a part of it. You got the ability to send customized quotes to your clients, whatever the live pricing is. You can always mention in it that it is subject to change. As you know, hotel pricing can change, air pricing can change. So you need to make sure the clients are aware of it, and that's what we enforce with our consultants as well as all the consultants with the other franchises as well. And you can send what's called the sell sheet. These sell sheets list the hotel, they give a description of the hotel, they give you the lead-in pricing for the hotel and the different staterooms available, and you can email it to your client and you can make sure they got a copy of it, and you get yourself a copy so you know what you sent to the client. Since these tools have been used and since they've been added to our system and created, Navigators Air has been about 1.5 years, and Navigators Hotel has been about 1 year. We've seen a significant increase in completing the complete vacation of our client. What I mean by the complete vacation is either they do a cruise or a land, they do a pre or post, they do air, and of course travel insurance. As you know, the travel insurance can save your client's vacation, and you're protecting them on their trip of a lifetime. And this is just a sample copy of Navigators Hotel. They just mentioned that they were this person is from a Canadian franchise, and they were able to save their client $120, and they were able to mark it up. So essentially, they made money on it and saved their client. I would say that's a win-win for you, and you get commission on it. So another opportunity. What we can do for you at Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC, the first thing we do is automated marketing. Any consultant that is with us gets email blasted, they get their clients, they get an automated email that goes to their clients twice a week, whether it's promotion exclusively that we have or something Expedia CruiseShipCenters has overall, whatever we think is better. And in the email, it has the promotion, it has your name, it has the phone number, and when you join, you get your own consumer-facing website, and it'll have that as well. And the consumer-facing website will have your name and your phone number. It'll be updated daily by headquarters to ensure over 10,000 cruise departures are priced proper. You have an Expedia tap widget. You have a link for shore excursion groups, who is our preferred supplier for shore excursions to book. You put your name. You would be able to put a picture of yourself. You put testimonial of yourself, of your clients, a little biography about yourself, and make it really personal. And that link is sent in this email as well. Also, and here's a sample of an email that will go out, and it will have their name, it'll have the name and the phone number, and then it'll have a link to your website. And this is kind of like what they will see on your website as well. And we always recommend that any consultant, whether with our franchise, they put themselves on it. So when a client will call them in or email them in or inquire through their website, they know what promotion they're talking about. So this is one thing that we do that's automatically included with joining our franchise. Next thing we do is with the headquarters. Headquarters has major promotions each year. They have 6 major promotions each year. And with each major promotion, it's backed by numerous of things. There's a promotion. There is e-marketing. You can create a flyer and email it to your database. There's print marketing that we at the office get that we can send out to you. It's social media. They're all over the place with social media. You can share on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be. Also, something that's new is they break down your database. So if you've had experienced clients that have joined or booked with you and have sailed, it tracks all of that. So whatever supplier is participating in that sale, it'll break out for you that this might be a client that is good for this sale. Also break out by age, mostly by booking, but it can go further in that. And then of course there's the support kit. And the support kit is a detailed PDF file that you can download that details a summary of the entire promotion on the summary page, but as well as per supplier. And it gives you the booking time, what it is, the redemption process, the terms and conditions, and everything. And it is updated consistently throughout the promotion in case stuff changes. And you're able to just keep that, and all of our consultants download this to keep with them, because it's important, to have a snapshot of the promotion itself, because they do so many of them. We just are closing in on our World Explorer event, which is the month of October, and then we'll start off with our new ones next year. So there's a lot going on, but this is just some of the marketing that we do, and headquarters does for you. And then the automated booking process in cruise desk. I was telling you that you did the air and hotel. You can book a cruise right through our system. You're able to book a cruise and get the cabin number. You could take deposit. You could do full payment. You could do option, etc. And then you can create a CTO right from it as well. And so it makes it easier to do that. If you are used to booking it through a supplier booking engine or calling in the cruise line or a supplier, that's fine as well. But you have that option with the cruise. As I mentioned, the air with Navigators Air, the hotel with Navigators Hotel. Travel insurance, our preferred supplier is nationwide. So we have access to an API where once you create a booking in our system, the CTO, you can actually go in and quote them travel insurance and even purchase travel insurance right in the CTO. You don't even have to call nationwide or anything. You can do car rental, and of course shore excursions, as I mentioned, through Shore Excursion Group. This screenshot is just a summary of kind of what it would look like in cruise desk if you did it and you sign and it's kind of a snapshot of the cruise page, and you can see all this. You can pick the selection, you can filter it however it is, and it'll pop up just like that below. If you look on the screen towards the right side, there's 3 lines with red in it. those are the ones that would have a Expedia exclusive stateroom, which is our ES group. That's the group space that's blocked up to 2 years in advance. Booking online, you can do it through your consumer-facing website. Your clients can book the cruise through their consumer-facing website, and you would get a notification. It will create a CTO for you. You just have to call, thank the customer to book, make sure all the information they typed in was correct, verified, and to make sure, and then call the supplier to make sure they received everything. You can do the air, you can do the hotel, insurance, car rental, and shore excursion as well. And this is what your consumer-facing website will look like. It has our agency phone number in there, my name and stuff, but it would have your information on there. The picture would be where our logo is. You see the Expedia tap widget. If we have a promotion overall going on to get more clients in your database, will be up there, and your clients can book your cruise right through your website. And now there's automated reminders. So what happens is if you make a booking in our system, a cruise booking in particular, you will get, once you make it, the following reminders will appear on your activities page. One will be for insurance. Usually if you make a booking, depending on how far out it is, you'll get an insurance reminder about 2 days after. It will appear to call back them in 2 days to make sure that they inquire to them about insurance, important that travel insurance is. So there's one for that. To book air would be within, I would say it was about 6 to 8 months out from their cruise, you'll inquire about that. Final payment is set for about 2 weeks prior to their actual final payment date to ensure that there's time in between to get that final payment date, so you're not waiting for the last second. To check the documents is around 30 to 45 days out from their cruise. The bon voyage is about the week before to wish them to have a good time, and the welcome home will be would be set while they're at their cruise, so that way you know when they get home. So welcome them home. Make sure that if they did an onboard booking, they put the money down, that you can contact them again. As you know, onboard bookings are the easiest type of booking to do because it's already done. You just have to speak with the client and book them on whatever they decided upon. So these automatic reminders in there make it easier for consultants to keep track of for all their bookings, to ensure that they're selling the complete vacation and making sure that all their needs are taken care of prior to and after they get home. Also, as on this slide, you'll see that there's these upsell emails that automatically go out to your clients. If they don't book insurance when you book the cruise, they're going to get an email the next day about a reminder that travel insurance is important. Reach out to so and so to book it. That's why the reminder in the activity page is 2 days. So they get that email, and then you give them a call. Throughout the time, at multiple points, they'll get an email for shore excursions, to book shore excursions, to go to the shore excursion group, your link to book it. Once they book it, we get a notification here in the office, and in turn, then we'll let you know and everything. Also, our promise, as I mentioned, which is our 5 points, we want to make sure that we fulfill it, so they get that as well. And then before they travel, 7 days, they get a book on board reminder. It's multiple cruise lines that participate in it. They'll actually get the onboard sheet that they would get actually if they went on board to the cruise desk or whatever they call it, and future cruise credit desk, whatever it may be for cruise line, upgrade, whatever it is. That form will be there. You tell them to fill it out, go on board and do it, and that way then you'll get the credit. You get notified when they get back and they've done it, and then you can book them again. So it's a simple, easy process, and this is something that's automatically done for you. You don't have to do it. There's also reporting in Cruise Desk. You could do it, contacts. As I mentioned, if you want to sell to specific contacts for specific dates, for specific suppliers, you can do that. You want to run book sales and how you're doing for the year, what you project. Commission, you want to see how much is going to come in this year, how much is going to come in next year, for future bookings. You can also do it for CTOs, how many CTOs you booked this year, how many passengers, etc. Also groups. So if you have a 30 cabin group, you need CTO, you're going to put the group number in. So if you want to check in all the group bookings you have and everything, you can filter it by the group number and everything will drop. So it makes it super easy to access. Leads, we do offer leads, and they come through various avenues. The first one is your consumer-facing website. They'll sign up. They're able to sign up for more information. They'll appear as a contact in your database, and you'll get an email as well letting them know that letting you know that they inquired for whatever it is, whether it's general or if they have something specific. They might call you over, you might see someone on your website and call you over the phone. You might see someone on Facebook, wherever it is, and they're going to reach out to you. Through email, they might email you because your information is on your website. So you do have that as well. Also, here in the office, we don't do any selling in the office. So any leads that we get, we send out to our consultants as well. So that's part of the various avenues, and also marketing as well, through all the e-marketing and everything. And assigned, we might do that from our database that hasn't had any particular work on that we want to, help you boost your business. So there's different ways that you can get leads, whether through your end or through our end as well, because we all want to help you grow your business over time. And lastly, why Expedia CruiseShipCenters OVC? As we mentioned, the cruise industry is growing and growing. I heard somewhere there's over like 50 ships over the next 10, 15 years. I just think this industry is growing. I myself just got back from Disney. I went with my kids on the Disney Dream this past weekend. And I heard somewhere this morning that Disney's looking to build 4 more ships and double their fleet. So if that's 4 and everything else is coming, I can only imagine what's really coming down the road. And you're part of the largest travel brand in the world with Expedia. You're able to get exclusive training programs, and you have the first-class support team here in the office. Award-winning print and web marketing programs. Our CRM, Cruise Desk, it's super easy to use. We've had people that have never been really good with a computer before have found our system to be super easy and super friendly to use. Commission, top-tier commissions with cruise lines. Having the brand backing, we're able to really leverage it. And then, of course, the flexibility, ongoing support, and fun of joining part of the Expedia family. And, I would say for itself, that in its own is fantastic. The home-based opportunity, being able to work from home. You self-direct your own business hours. You can work anywhere throughout the world with our technology. Cruise Desk is URL based. So as long as you have internet, you can type in the URL for Cruise Desk, and you can pop up anywhere. You can be on a ship. You can be on a land vacation in Tahiti. Wherever it is. As long as you have internet access, you can access Cruise Desk. You get support from our team in the office here, the business development, and also our accounting team. If you have any questions regarding commissions, we do multiple stuff online. We have we call monthly team meetings to keep you updated with what's going on with us, as well as what's going on with Expedia CruiseShipCenters and down the road. And of course, we do webinars. We'll do supplier webinars. We do in-house training webinars, and sometimes suppliers are on a monthly team meeting. So there's always something. You're always in contact, even though you are working from home wherever you live. You are never too far away from us in getting connected. How are you paid? You earn your commission once the customer travels. We do our commissions on a distributed schedule twice a month. So what happens is we do a date. We send a calendar date to all of our consultants, letting you know that these are the disbursements you've been paid. So if your clients sailed and they're in between dates, you're going to get on the next one. So you do have that schedule. And of course, you can be paid via direct deposit or check. That's up to you. Other sales products include, as I mentioned, group travel insurance, groups and conferences, business meetings, and incentive travel. Incentive travel is the most guaranteed business because it's going to be a corporation and there's going to be a lot going on. So that's an excellent option. And of course, resorts, hotels, and shore excursions. And then, as you may know, independent contractors also qualify for tax advantages of running your own business. Joining our team, there's a one-time fee of $299. Once you pay that, you never pay it again. As I mentioned, there's no annual renewal fee, and it includes the Navigators approach to selling training program. That's our learning center. That's through our, of course, electronic training and videos, as well as some supplier trainings as well that you'll be doing. Every month thereafter, the month you join is $29 a month, and what's included in that is Cruise Desk, your consumer-facing website, as I mentioned, which is updated daily, your emails, your business email account, and any supplier training that we may do as well. So to join is a one-time fee of $299, and every month thereafter, the month you join is $29. And these are some of the most reasonable rates to join if you are looking to possibly join a host agency. Our trivia question today, as as we mentioned, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card today for a trivia question, and the trivia question is, and it'd be the first person that I guess would email Kara. Is that correct? Kara? So the trivia question will be the first person that emails Kara will get it, and she'll send me the information. The trivia question is what year was Cruise Ship Centers founded? What year did it start? And that is the trivia question. So whoever gets that, they'll let me know, and then we'll send you off the gift card. Does anybody have any questions? I thank you for your time today. I hope you learned a lot about Expedia Cruise Ship Centers, OVC, Expedia Cruise Centers in general. We do offer a lot for potential travel consultants, ICs, that are looking to join a host. We do offer that, and you get the #1 brand in travel in the world. And I thank you again for your time today, and I hope to hear from all of you soon.
Okay, so it looks like our first answer is going to be 1982 from a Miss Linda Caterano.
That is not the correct answer.
All right, Linda has answered again with 1987.
That is correct, so she is the winner.
Perfect. All right. I do apologize. I do apologize. I had a little bit of technical difficulties, but Linda, you are the winner. And it looks like we have some questions for you as well, Daniel.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so our very first question for you is going to be, how do you sign up?
I'll put this up on the next page, so I know this is questions, but this is my contact information. You can call me or email me. I'm always available. If not, please leave me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But this is my contact information. This is how you'll be able to find me.
Perfect, thank you. Whoop, Daniel? Okay, so our first question is, how do we sign up?
Yeah, just to contact me, and I'll speak to you in person. This is my information, so just email me or call me. As I mentioned, you can, if I don't pick up, to leave me a voicemail, and I'll call back, or just email me, and then that way I can set up a time with you to speak if you need, within a specific period or etc.
Okay, and is this for ocean cruises or for river cruises, or are both included?
Cruises. Our consultants sell ocean, land, ocean, river, luxury, premium, contemporary, the whole nine. They also sell all-inclusive, land tours, talc, the whole talc. I'm trying to think of some of the other suppliers. Just in general, we sell everything. Our consultants can sell everything. We've had some suppliers where we may have not been registered with, and if you want to sell that, that's fine. Just let us know. We'll get registered. We'll make sure, so that way then you can get the credit on that end, and you get the credit as far as commission too. So, but we are, with being a part of Expedia Cruise Ship Centers, our headquarters takes care of a lot of the supplier relations, which makes it a lot easier on them. Perfect.
Okay, so going off of what you just said, can they book all Expedia business through the different sites, or would it only be Expedia cruise ships that they would be able to sell?
Well, I mean, the difference is Expedia Cruise Ships, the thing is they would want to book it through Expedia Cruise Ship Centers, because that's what they'd be joining if they decide to join our franchise. You do have the Expedia pricing leverage, but it's going to appear in our system, as well as some of the Navigators Air, the Navigators Hotel tools. Those are Expedia pricing appearing in our system. So, if they decide to join, they'll be getting our agency booking phone number, our clean IATA number to do all the booking, because they're going to be a part of us in our as our franchise and as a host, but also they'll be able to get the credit for it, because if they're going to do it normally, there's, they're not going to make any money just going to Expedia.com.
Right.
One more thing I will mention is that with Expedia Tap, as you know, the travel agent affiliate program. You get a login for it if you join us, but we get the highest commissions with Expedia Tap because we're under the Expedia family. But a lot of our consultants don't necessarily use all of Expedia Tap because of the other suppliers that are affiliated with Expedia, like Classic Vacations or maybe another tour operator.
Okay, so just to clarify, one of our advisors is wondering if they are essentially joining your host agency as a home-based consultant.
That would be correct.
Okay. And what would be the commission split?
That is subject to discussion.
Okay.
Anybody that's interested can contact me, email me, or call me, and that's a conversation.
All right, perfect. And it looks like our only other question is if our advisors would be able to use their own website for this.
If you join, you would get your own website. If you have anybody working under you, as I know some other agencies allow that, that'd be something you would probably have to discuss. They'd have to discuss with whoever is the one that's joining, because it would be the person that's joining would have the website. It would be under their name. So if it's John Smith, it would be CruiseShipCenters.com, John Smith, unless John Smith is taken, then it would be something deviated close to that. But that's how it'd be. And then it's from there how they work out the back end with everything else. That'd be up to them.
And then you had previously mentioned that you all do help with leads, correct?
That's correct. We do help with leads, yes. I would put it to you this way. I know there's some out there that solely rely, agencies out there that definitely, leads is their thing and everything. We do provide leads, but with our consultants, it's an added incentive. It's not something that is just they're sitting there at the computer all day and waiting for it to pop in. A lot of our consultants, their newer experience, are very involved in their community. They're very involved networking. They're very involved in promoting themselves. And they use the leads that we provide them as an added incentive to gain additional business.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Daniel. It was a great presentation. It looks like our questions have ceased coming in. I do want to again congratulate Linda, as well as inform everyone that this webinar was recorded. It will not only be on our NACTA YouTube channel, but it will also be on asta.org under our recorded webinar section by the end of the week. Thank you again to Daniel for such an amazing presentation, as well to all of you who joined us today. But this will conclude today's presentation. We hope that everyone has a wonderful afternoon. Thank you again, Daniel.
Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.